What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. Part 3 of the playoff promo is live right now, and in today's video, we're going to cover everything that you need to know about it, including how to claim your 2 free 94 overall playoff cards. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So, this is basically the final content drop for the playoff promo. There are 2 LTDs that Mutt Leaks revealed that have not come out yet. A 95 overall Jesse Bates and a 95 overall Marshall Falk. I wouldn't be surprised if we see those 2 cards come out and be placed in packs on Monday, like we saw this past Monday with Lawrence Taylor. So that could potentially happen, but as far as the solo challenges, the field pass objectives, all of that is done, and you can now max out all of the free rewards again, including those 2 free 94 overall players. We'll explain it all in this video. So playoff solo challenges, these are important to play through for a couple of different reasons. As you can see, I haven't touched these at all on my main account. I played all of them up to today over on No Money Spent, so we'll have to get to them on this account as well. Throughout the milestone rewards here, you do have to play these to earn the upgrade tokens. Remember, for part 1, there was a welcome pack that featured a bunch of 85 overall players to choose from. If you haven't made that selection yet, I did put out a video going over the best cards to take from that pack. We'll link that one down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. But throughout the playoff promo, you've been earning the upgrade tokens. Well, now that we fully have all of the solos available, that means you can now reach the tier 10 reward, which is going to give you one of the final 2 upgrade tokens that you needed. The other one, which we'll show you in a moment here, is in the field pass. So 125 stars gets you that upgrade token. 120 stars gets you one more of the objectives within the field pass to get XP. And if you want to go above and beyond and max out everything at tier 11, 130 stars, you're going to get your choice of a B&D 91 plus playoff player or an 85 plus non-B&D player. It's up to you on which route you want to go. I'd probably take the 85 plus if you have a really good team and a lot of coin. If you're no money spent, kind of struggling to make upgrades, you're going to want to go with the 91 plus B&D. So I did do the complete math on the playoff field pass, and I totaled up 67,000 XP that you can earn from all objectives available. And in order to fully max this out, you needed 61,000 XP, which means number 1, yes, it can be maxed out today, and that's going to equal a free 94 overall playoff champion of your choice. Now later today, I will be dropping a video going over the best 94 to take out of this pack, so stay tuned. It'll probably come out within about a 2-hour window of this video dropping, so be on the lookout for that one. Also, with that 6,000 XP room, that means that you don't have to go through and play the Road to the Super Bowl event. If you've been struggling through it, it's not going to be needed to fully max out the field pass. You basically have about, I think, 4,500 XP that you would earn from this one. And remember, there's about a wiggle room of 6,000 XP that you can avoid and still max out the field pass. So if you don't want to play online, you don't have to. If you do, we do now have a part 3 section added in, and I haven't touched this event since part 1, but I'm assuming if I go through and I win 5 more games, it would knock out my part 1 objectives that I have to finish, and then also the 5 games I need here and the 5 games I need here. So we're kind of killing 3 birds with 1 stone in a sense. So I still might play through those just to get the XP a lot faster instead of having to maybe play through all of my solo challenges. We'll see. So we got the part 3 of the win games in the Road to Head-to-Head Super Bowl event. As I said earlier, there's now enough solos to get to 130, so that means when you get to that 120 mark, you can get that 2,000 XP that's sitting there. And the statistical section did also get updated with more objectives. Looks like there's 5 more sections that can total up a bunch of more XP, so you can now go through and complete the full field pass. Now, I want to talk about this win game section under the playoff tab, because this one's confusing a lot of people, and it kind of confused me as well, because you probably had an objective that was stuck at 0 of 20 and it wasn't counting progress. Number 1, there is not a second free player that you're going to be able to earn. You only get 1 welcome pack, and you get 1 selection out of those 14 players that came from the welcome pack. If you already made that selection, it's too late. There's no exchange set. There's no way to go back and change your mind, and there's not any other players coming. So I got a lot of people asking, where is my second player? It's not a thing. So the reason, at least from what I'm thinking here and just kind of looking at it, the reason that there's extra objectives in here that are not working is going to be based on the player that you selected, right? So for this account, my main account, I picked Jalen Reeves-Maybin. Because I picked him and they lost, to get my final token to upgrade him to a 94 overall. Remember, one is available today from solos. The very final one that you need is going to be in this section right now. Because he lost and did not make it to the conference championship, I now have to win 20 games, and it can be in whatever game mode you want, head-to-head, solo season, solo battles, the playoff event, only the online one. I don't think the offline works toward this. I could be wrong, but I think that is. So I have to win 20 games. Now on my no money spent account, for example, I selected Juwan Jennings because he plays for the Chiefs, and the Chiefs made it to the conference championship. On that account, I'm only going to have to win 10 games. So basically, if you picked a player from a team that's still alive and continues to win, and at this point it's Chiefs, Washington Commanders, the Eagles, and the Bills, you've only had to win 10 games for the last week's objective and now 10 more for this week. If you picked a team that lost in the wild card round or the divisional round, like the Packers or the Rams or the Lions, just to name a few, then you're going to have to win the 20 games. That's why there's different objectives in there, and that's why some of them are counting for you and the others are not. So with today's content drop, we got 4 brand new 94 overall champions, and I may have misspoke earlier in the video when I talked about Marshall Faulk and Jesse Bates. On Monday, we did get Case Keenum and Darrelle Revis at a 94 OVR, so there is a potential chance that we could see a few more 94s drop on Monday, along with that Jesse Bates and the Marshall Faulk. If you want to hang on to your free pack from the Field Pass and wait and see who those players are, you can certainly do that, but I'm going to make the video later today based off of all of the 94s that are available right now currently. So the 4 cards that came out today: Taylor Rapp, Zach Bond, Tyler Biadasz, and Nick Bolton. I broke these down in a video yesterday. The set requirements are going to be the same as they've been through all 3 parts here now. 3 91 overall playoff cards and then 2 91 to 92 overall players. From any promo, 5 cards go into the set. In return, you get the champion of your choice, and all 4 94s here represent the 4 teams, obviously, that are still in the playoffs. We also have 2 95 overall LTDs. I'm very curious where the price is going to be on these, because if you look at all of the other 95 overall LTDs, they're all right around 2 million coins. Today we got Khalil Shakir and we got Darius Slay, and if you don't know by now, Lions and Eagles, basically 2 of the best theme teams in the game, and Slay gets each of their chems, so his card could end up being really, really expensive. Hopefully it's not, and we will show you the pack offers in a moment, but there's literally 0 Darius Slays on the auction house right now, roughly about 25 minutes into the content being live. So if you wanted that card, it doesn't really bode well for your coin count. I'm hoping to spend around 2 to 2.5 million on it if I need to go out and buy it, and I feel like that's going to be the case. Khalil Shakir a little bit cheaper. You see you got 1 for 1.5. The rest are well over 2. Some might consider this a snipe. I really wouldn't risk it there, but I think because he's not the tallest receiver in the world, and he is at 95 speed, which, you know, you got Megatron, CeeDee Lamb. We got a bunch of 95 speed receivers out there that have been out for over a month. I don't think this one will be super duper expensive, but it still should stay right around a million coins or so. So those are your 2 95s. We pointed out the 94s. If you're an Eagle fan or a Saints fan like me, I talked about it last night. Unfortunately, they did nothing to change Zach Bond. They kept him as a speed rusher, even though he's more of an off-the-ball linebacker that plays a lot of pass coverage and comes up and stops the run. They made him a pass rusher, and they even doubled down on that and gave him 60-man coverage and 70 zone. So if you get this card, you're not going to want to use him. You're going to make him a pass rusher, unfortunately. Also, while we are in the catalog, it's certainly worth pointing out, and you'll see the pack offers associated with it in a moment here, we have a ton of 94 overall Redux cards in the game. So pretty much all of the Zero Chill, the Ghost cards from Christmas Day, the LTDs that came out during those promos, and then any Family is Football or Legend cards that came out along with it, the Merry Mix-Up cards, they are all now in the game as Redux. You'll start to see the price creep down on these eventually, and if you didn't sell the current cards that you may have had that did get Redux, I'm not really sure how the market's going to look. I was kind of hoping that these wouldn't come out until Saturday, so I would still have time to go out there and sell my Cooper DeJean, but as you can see, guys, a ton of new 94 overall Redux cards in the game. As always, let's close it out with pack offers. So your daily money offer for $2, you're either going to get an 82 plus non-B&D playoff card or a 91 overall B&D hero. If you want to risk $2 on that, go for it. I will sit that one out. $25, you're going to get 2 91 plus conference contenders. So if you're going after any of the 4 94s that came out today, this will probably be your best bet for the $25. You're only going to get 2 cards, so it is a bit risky. But if you look at the odds here, number one, it's only giving you current release players from the 91s and 94s that came out today. And then number two, you have a 45% chance at pulling one of the brand new cards that came out today. So if you want to risk it and go after that for the new cards, this is probably going to be your best bet. We also have a 3-step offer. So there's a mini platinum pack for $1.50, an 82 plus playoff player, and then one 78 plus platinum card. I'll go ahead and open this one up so I can show you exactly what is in the 2nd step offer, and then we'll talk about the 3rd one as well. As far as the platinum pack goes, I mean, wow, we just really lucked out there with that 84 overall quick sell card, because this goes for 143K. Is this going to happen to everybody that opens it up? Absolutely not. But I think for $1.50, it's certainly worth the risk. So your 2nd step offer in this bundle is going to be 3 playoff super packs. Each pack contains an 85 plus overall playoff player and then 3 82 plus players. As far as the odds go, very small percentage of getting the high end cards, only 15% for a 91 plus, but you might get a bunch of pieces to go out there and actually build one of the champion sets if you want, and that pack is going to cost you a total of $10. The 3rd step offer, which I can't see right now, but I can tell you, is going to go all the way up to a $50 price tag, but it has a 77% chance at a 94 overall champion, and it's from the current release only. So basically you're looking at a little over $60 to open up all 3 offers, get yourself some set pieces, but I think more importantly, give yourself a chance, a very high chance, at one of the 94 overalls. I'm not going to push you to spend $60. If you really want to go after the cards today, this is probably your best offer, but if you don't want to spend a lot of money, going back to the current release 91 plus pack for $25 is going to be the route here. And that $50 pack at the end of the step offer is also probably going to be your best bet to get an LTD today, which we talked about. Those cards are going to be really expensive. We do have a new Redux offer here as well. It looks like it's a step up pack. I'm not going to buy this, so I can't tell you what the 2nd step up offer is, but I'm guessing it's going to be a 94 plus Redux, and it's going to include all of the cards that came out today. As far as the 1st step goes here, for $25, one of 2 92 pluses, one of 2 90 pluses, and then 2 choices of one of 2 92 pluses. But if you look at the odds, you don't even have an opportunity within these packs. It's a 93 plus for 46% chance. 94 is not even listed on here. So I just would hate to spend $25 to then get to spend more money to open up another pack, which probably will give you a 94, but there's so many 94s out there, you're not even really guaranteed one of the good ones. So I would just kind of be patient on the Redux part prices. And if you were looking to add any of them to the squad, just hope that they get a little bit cheaper, maybe come next week. A week from today, we will likely be seeing part 1 of the Super Bowl promo, and I wouldn't be surprised if we take an overall leap, meaning 95 overall champions and 96 overall LTDs. So if there's any Reduxes you want right now, I know you probably have been waiting for those cards for a very long time, and now that they're finally Redux, you want them really badly. But I think if you wait one more week, they're probably going to be a lot cheaper than they are right now. So try to have some patience. Outside of that, there's a 1 coin offer for an 85 BND playoff card. If you need playoff cards for objectives, by now you should have them. But if you don't, that's your offer there. And then outside of that, I don't think there's anything new. This one might be new. Playoff rerolls have been terrible, and now we have one that gives you a little bit of a higher OVR, but it's almost double the cost there, so I just wouldn't recommend it either. But that is the content. Go knock out your solos. Go finish up that field pass. You got 2 94 overalls. One from the welcome pack. There's enough tokens now to fully upgrade the player that you chose, and then your other one's going to come at the end of the field pass where you get any of the 94 overall champions. I cannot confirm this, but because I got asked the question a lot, I do not think that Rasul Douglas will be in there. By the way, Matt Milano got added into the game. He should be in the catalog. I forgot to point him out. But Rasul Douglas, Matt Milano, and AJ Brown, those are your reward cards by running through that head-to-head version of the Road to the Super Bowl playoff event. I don't believe those 3 cards would be in that pack at the end of the field pass. I think it's only going to be the 94 overall champions. Once somebody earns that pack and opens it up, you can let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong about that. I'm just assuming they will not be in there. And again, Matt Milano is your latest card, but Rasul and AJ are still the better 2 cards to pick if you win a Super Bowl. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.